on Sunday night.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Condors of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Back to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Schwartz. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
They stopped there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with it.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir. And that's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike, and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard into line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Condors are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together. And we're capable of doing so.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here now, third and a yard. Here's a give up the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 4 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
An extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Rio offense set to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Here's 2nd and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
To throw is Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So here's a 3rd and 14. Jackson now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, what a move. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Franklin. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll try the right side with Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Will take it in. Touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson going to keep it running right. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force one down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Barner. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. That's caught. It's Flowers. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Bijan Robinson, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. The Bucs are hanging in there in the playoff race as they jump above 500 now to 4-3 on the year. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Arizona Cardinals. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Schwartz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And Jackson going to hold on to it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He gets it complete to Harris. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They run for it with Harris. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Room to maneuver at the 45. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Campbell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schwartz. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Campbell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they rattle off a big one. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his...
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
That's interference. Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Condors take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And right side, they're going to go option here. He's to the 15 and down to the 7-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
What a run there. You got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Well, the Rio offense set to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback. It's now
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were 7-point winners a week ago, and they lead by 7 here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Campbell is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
With a real offense set to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Looking to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw is Campbell on 3rd down. There's a nice move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Campbell.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Campbell.
To the sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Campbell to throw on 3rd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, the Rio offense set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even have a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now Campbell throwing on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 44-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Campbell to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off play action. Campbell.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. In motion left goes a tight end. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Campbell now on third down. That is caught, and he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't... Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable